How's it going, everybody? We are back with another episode of the F-Rock Show on WVAC 107.9 FM. My name is Forrest Vernier, and today I have two guests from the Adrian College women's volleyball team, Megan Feldman and Virginia Rowan. So, how's your guys' season going?
Overall pretty good. I think our team's seen a lot of development so far. We played about eight, 9 games. And while our record might not reflect how we want it to, as a team we've grown so much, and I'm excited to see what our next couple games will bring.
Yeah, we started off going to Houston, and that was such a good team bonding experience. We learned so much about each other. That also really helped our team connection with each other, and I don't know, it just really kind of grew us as a team. I know like Megan said, our record doesn't reflect how we're actually doing and stuff, but we are really getting together as a team, and we are really connecting as a team rather than my past years. I feel like this year we're really connecting.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. And I heard about your trip to Houston too. I saw it was one of your teammates, Rainey Atherton. I saw her post on Instagram, and you guys seem like you had not only had a really good time, but you had a great experience. You were able to get everything lined up for, what your goals are for this season. Now, what expectations does Coach Kwan usually have for you guys?
I would say during the games, we definitely keep a standard of certain, we want to pass a certain way, we want to hit a certain way, we want to do things a certain way, and we want to make sure we are hitting enough and passing good enough to be able to have our setters set and our hitters actually terminate the ball. But I would just say some of those standards would just be passing 2.0, 2.2, our setters wanting to get 11 assists per set. Those are some things I can think of right now, but we also just have standards on our team, we all want to for passing, we all want to pass between a 2 and 3 ball, meaning we want our setters to be able to pass or set between 2 or 3 hitters every chance they can. So just kind of getting that ball up high enough and getting it good enough where we can actually try to terminate the ball.
Yeah, I agree. And then just from a team chemistry perspective, we're all wanting to put our best foot forward, stay super positive. And at the end of the day, we all play this sport because we have fun with it. So just making sure we emphasize you have fun and the results will follow. So those are our big standards right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Great answers there. And now, back when I was a student, I remember calling a lot of your guys' games. And Megan, you're definitely one of those players who I've seen spike the ball into orbit and still keeping your balance. At the same time, I definitely noticed that when it comes to volleyball, that's something that's definitely important. Keeping your balance, keeping your eyes on the ball, and I remember in middle school and high school, my twin sister, she used to play volleyball, and I remember always the first volleyball game that I ever watched. I remember what stood out to me the most is when someone would say "mine," it would just come right to them and. Nobody else would even go for it.
Yeah, I think what you're talking about is court awareness and having your body awareness, because you have to know where your body's at so you don't run into the net or run into your teammates. But then also court awareness, knowing where to place the ball or what type of shot, if you're going to go all out, like you're saying, hit the ball into orbit, or if you're going to play it more safe and just hit certain spots to keep the game going.
Absolutely. Now, I want to ask you guys, what is your guys' pregame ritual? What helps everyone on the team get prepared the most?
I would say before we go on for our hitting warm-up, we get together and we all say our goals out loud and we stomp our foot at the same time. So we say our goals, stomp our foot, and the next person goes. And I feel like that just gets us to what we want to work on that game. And a lot of people say confidence and just keeping your confidence up. And it just really helps because other people also hey, you got that next ball. We're all really positive as a team. And doing that before the game really helps because then everyone knows what they want to work on and what their goal is throughout the whole match.
Yeah, to go off that, before our hitting warm up, also, we go into the locker room. We have a little pregame ritual where we sing a certain song and we be banging lockers just to like get the morale up and the energy up. And so it's always super fun. And like you could hear it all the way out, probably in the gym at that point. So it's a good time.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing, Virginia or Gia, that's what you go by most of the time. I could definitely picture you starting up that one song. It's from the movie Anyone But You with the one that has Sydney Sweeney in it. It's the one that goes, "Feel the rain on you."
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I never exactly knew the exact title of that song, but I could definitely picture someone like you definitely starting up that song and everyone
sure.
singing along to it,
For
getting
sure.
that
She's the hype
motivation
lady.
in.
I am the loud voice when we do the thing in the
Yes.
locker room.
She
When we do
is.
our
She's a
song in the
leader.
locker room.
Absolutely. Now you guys had a game on Saturday, the 13th, right?
Correct.
How did that go?
We sadly did lose that game, but that environment was so fun. They were a really good team. We played Lawrence Tech University. They're NAIA. They're a really good team, really good defensively, really scrappy, and they had really good serves. But I feel like we did play our game. We had some low moments, and I think that's where they kind of caught us. But I don't know. I'm really happy with how we came together, and we had really good attitudes the entire game, which doesn't happen all the time with a lot of teams. So with girls on it, especially, and everyone's attitude was just very positive, wanting to play, wanting to be there for your teammates. It was awesome.
Yeah, to go off that, it was just so much fun. Like, yeah, we didn't win, but I personally don't know about you, Gia. I had so much fun on the court.
I agree with that. I wasn't looking at the score that much. I didn't even know it was 24 that last set. Like I was just playing to play volleyball because wanted to play. And yeah, we were trying to win, and that was the point. But when we have more fun, that's when we actually start winning.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember when I was on the bowling team in high school, when it was my sophomore year when I was called up to varsity because I was pretty decent. I guess more than that since I was on varsity.
There you go.
And
Oh, yeah.
I was the youngest one on that team. I was chosen with 5 other players to go to this tournament in Hillsdale. And I remember my coach just telling me, even if things aren't quite, going how you're planned, just have fun. Just have fun. I mean, sure, you want to win, but what's more important is it's about how you play the game, really.
Right.
How if you're gonna win, make sure it's fair and square, and if we're losing, it has to be fair and square.
Right.
And
I guess to go off what you're saying there, personally, like my philosophy is always like I would rather have a losing season and like have a horrible record and actually enjoy the game and be known as a good person than like be the best team out there, but everyone thinks like we're super toxic, horrible people. Like that's just personally for me, my goal is to have fun and be a good person, and I believe the results will follow that.
Yeah, and Quan recruited 12, 11 girls this year, and I feel like within like the first week and a half, we were all super close. You would not know which one was just coming in. Like everyone was very comfortable with each other, and the Houston trip definitely helped that for sure. But I feel like just the team coming together just makes everything so fun, and it's just I've never really experienced it like this before in my past years.
Right. Now the next questions I'm going to ask you, they're going to be a lot more fun and lighthearted. So, because this is the F Rock show,
Yeah.
You gotta have fun with
Got to
it.
make it
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
So, who's the loudest on the team?
There's different points of loudness, I feel like.
Rainey Atherton
Yes.
is definitely the loudest in the sense of like energy wise. She will say anything and everything, has no like shame or embarrassment, and we love her for that. Like
Social anxiety fears her.
yes, it really does. It really does. She brings so much energy and she's just so funny to be around. So she definitely
She
is
makes
a
the
loud
team.
one.
She just makes the team so fun. It's
Yeah.
just a fun joke every time we're together,
Oh,
and it's just always making me laugh.
I would say Ava Aker.
Yep.
Ava Aker also feeds off Rainey too. They're really good friends. Gia is a great voice on the team. She's very positive, super loud, she's fought through a lot of sickness this season and still freaking killed it. So I'm tuning Gia's horn for her because
I'm gonna tune Megan's too. She's pretty loud, pretty very, very positive person on the court for sure, and has the best attitude on the team. Yes. No matter on or off the court, always cheering them on. And I feel like I've heard so many good things about the Right Side's group. Your guys' group is just awesome. It's Julia, you, and Lauren,
And April.
Beamer, and April. And you guys are just it's awesome to see. You guys are so positive to each other. And you can just see that you guys all four want what's best for each other when you guys are on the court.
Yes, shout out my Right Side group. I love the Right Sides this year. Like, I'm a senior, I'm going out with a bang, and I love my group so much. It's just also one of the freshmen in the group, she came up to me one time and said, like, I'm a freshman and I told you where to do a shot and you actually listened. Like, you did that the next play. And that just has kind of resonated with me in the sense of, like, I didn't think twice about it. Like, my teammate told me what to do. She saw open shot, so I did it. But, like, just the fact that that impacted her so much showed me just the little things can really change how people perceive or what they expect of you. And so that is probably one of my favorite memories of the season so far.
Absolutely, and like I said, I have called a lot of your guys' games back when I worked for ACTV, and as I was announcing and focusing on what was happening, I definitely noticed that you guys are always there for each other, and you never give up on each other either.
Yeah, we definitely do that during practices. Before practice this year, we Quan had got a big post-it whiteboard type thing, and we kind of write our goals on there, and that's really, really helped with what we want to work on that practice and what other people want to work on to kind of keep them accountable. And our team is really good at doing that this year, keeping each other accountable, keeping each other, like, helping each other out with different shots, like Megan said, and just like helping them all around, not even with volleyball, just in life too.
Yeah, absolutely, and I want to ask you, just slightly going just a little bit off topic here, but do you remember where you guys were the day Adrian College men's volleyball beat Calvin University? It was back on March 28th, March 29th of this year. I called that game, too, with my friend Dion, and it was quite a classic. It was on their senior day, and it was that very last it was that last period that they played.
Yeah.
And it just kept going back and forth, but somehow the Bulldogs pulled ahead, just got 2 points, and I mean, I wasn't sure if you guys listened to my call there on the ACTV live stream, but do you remember where you guys were? Were you guys at watching that game that day?
We were watching it at our apartment, actually. Yeah, that was awesome. Seeing Beck do that at the end, that was just, that was awesome. And seeing the team come together, and it was awesome seeing Preston go up and hugging him, and it was awesome.
I unfortunately I was in Florida at that point. I was on vacation, so I did not watch the games. I missed out on an awesome game, but no, that's sweet. I've always wanted to beat Calvin, Hope, Albion. Those are my top three. Even just to take a step from them, I think would be super cool. So the fact that they won is amazing.
Now, to follow up a little bit on that, which one of my calls, one of my play-by-play calls, which one of them has been your favorite?
I've heard. I love when when someone goes up for a hit and they're like, and you go, and Virginia Rowan with the hit, or and Megan Feldman with the spike. I just love your voice and the tone it goes up when you get like, it feels like you're on the court too. Like you get that excitement that we get, and that's just awesome to hear, and to hear like friends hear that. Like all my friends, whoever's watching, they text me after like, oh my gosh, whoever did your show was awesome. They were commentating so good. Like that was always last year. So you had a lot of fans last year for sure.
Yes. Gia's from Indiana. I'm from Iowa. So we have a lot of people, more than I guess the rest of the team, that watch via online. And I will say at least 2 or 3 people after every game would text me and be like, that commentator, you did such a good job, or just your energy. Like they noticed it and they appreciated it.
Thank you very much.